January 27, 1945. On this day, the world did not witness a victory parade. There were no celebrations, only silence and disbelief. What the soldiers found behind barbed wire was not a battlefield. It was evidence. This is the story of the day Auschwitz-Birkenau was liberated, and why history would never be the same again. Auschwitz was not a single camp. It was a system. Auschwitz-I, the administrative center. Auschwitz-II, Birkenau, a factory of death. Auschwitz-III, forced labor. Between 1940 and 1945, more than 1.1 million people were murdered here. Most of them were Jews. Others were Poles, Roma, Soviet prisoners of war, and anyone the Nazi regime labeled undesirable. By January 1945, Nazi Germany was collapsing. As Soviet forces approached, the SS began evacuating Auschwitz. Tens of thousands of prisoners were forced onto what became known as death marches. Those too weak to walk were left behind. They were meant to die quietly, without witnesses. On January 27, soldiers of the Soviet Red Army entered Auschwitz. They expected resistance. They found survivors. About 7,000 prisoners were still alive, starving, frozen, diseased. Children with numbers tattooed on their arms. Warehouses filled with shoes, hair, glasses. Nothing in military training prepared them for this. Photographs and testimonies spread rapidly. At first, many could not believe them. The scale was unimaginable, but evidence does not argue. It only exists. Auschwitz forced the world to confront what systematic hatred looks like when given power. Liberation did not mean healing. Survivors carried trauma for decades. Many had no homes to return to, no families left, but their testimonies became history's conscience. They spoke, so the dead would not vanish into silence. January 27 is now observed worldwide as Holocaust Remembrance Day, not to relive horror, but to recognize warning signs. Auschwitz did not begin with gas chambers. It began with words, with exclusion, with silence. Auschwitz was liberated in 1945, but its lesson is not confined to the past. History remembers this day, not as a victory, but as a responsibility.